Jenny MacArthur has been unreal. MacArthur burning the defenseman wide, cutting in on goal. She scores!
Hockey was my world, my life, you know. I connected with my dad that way, and I just loved playing the game. It was where I could get all my stress out, and I could have as much fun as I wanted to out there.
After a successful high school career, Jenny was recruited to play hockey at Plymouth University.
It was incredible. You know, I was so excited to be doing the thing I love at a high level. My first year at Plymouth was interesting. I had a lot of problems with fitting in there. I knew that being a freshman at an NCAA school I wouldn't be playing on the first line every shift, you know, but I did have high expectations because of my skill level. I didn't expect to be where I ended up.
In a search to fit in and be accepted, Jenny started struggling with her eating habits.
I had lost a lot of weight. It was hard for me to put on the gear and to have my hip bones right on my pads. And my coach was, you know, just concerned. She didn't feel safe putting me on the ice anymore, and she didn't want me on the team. She basically told me to get out.
With her weight now affecting her passion for the game, Jenny sought some answers.
It felt like my life was falling apart. And, you know, every doctor kind of pointed to that there was something else going on and something that I couldn't come to terms with. All the time, every day, my weight was on my mind. I couldn't walk down the street and buy a cup of coffee without thinking, how many calories are in this? How much weight am I gonna gain if I drink this? I couldn't even look at the food in the fridge, and I couldn't get to sleep until I counted how many calories that I ate and how many calories I lost that day. And if I hadn't burned as much as I ate, I would beat myself up about it. I stopped loving hockey when this all happened. I stopped having that passion, that desire to play, and it was more about to be the skinniest I could be, or to look the best I could. I knew that I needed help. I knew that this wasn't going to be something I could deal with by myself. My friends told me that I needed to call my parents, and I could not come to terms with the fact that I needed to tell them.
When Jenny called to tell us that she had an eating disorder, I remember I was sitting at the computer and I took the phone call, and she said, "Mom, my friends have told me that I need to tell you and Dad this, but I have an eating disorder and I wanted you to know." And I just put a big smile on my face and said, "Thank you for telling us. We'll support you in every way we can." And that's basically all I remember of the conversation. The next steps were fairly easy. Getting her into counseling, getting her into nutrition, staying in contact with her.
We tried to help her navigate away from Plymouth, you know, that wasn't probably the best place for her to be, and, you know, that she really needed to spend some time developing her spiritual life.
He told me that I could either go to UNH and live at home, or I could go to Liberty. And then he told me that they had a hockey team. And at this point I was like, there's no way I'm playing hockey. I don't like the sport anymore. All my passion and desire was gone. And he told me to just email the coach and talk to him.
I called Paul, and he was interested in seeing her, and so we went down for a CFA weekend, and he was very welcoming, and the girls were welcoming, and it was just a good experience for Jenny.
When I got to Liberty, the girls were so friendly and so welcoming and just so nice to me. At this point, I was 92 pounds, and I wasn't really getting any better. And so my equipment was falling off of my body. I couldn't get it tight enough to stay. And so I knew that their reactions were just kind of like, wow, you're super skinny. Like, are you even okay to be playing? And that was shocking to me. They wanted to get to know me, and that was totally bizarre to me. They were so nice, so friendly. They complimented me. They would just uplift me, even when they didn't even know who I was. And I thought that was the craziest thing.
I think the trip down here and the encouragement that she received from Coach and the players really inspired Jenny to get healthy.
She worked tremendously hard in the summer, and I think just sort of, getting confident in who she was.
She found out that she made the team because Coach called to tell her that he was expecting her to be ready for a practice, and she had no idea.
She was just so excited to just leave vacation and leave the beach and come and get things going again.
When I came to Liberty in the fall, I looked so different that the girls didn't even recognize me. I came back at a normal weight and they didn't even know who I was. When I put my gear back on, I felt better, like I belonged.
Not only did she belong, she was instrumental in this.
The Lady Flames have done it, bringing home the first ever national title in Liberty hockey history.
But Jenny says her goals extend past the ice.
I want to use my experiences by helping other people that are struggling through this. I don't want anybody to have to go through what I went through, to be in your own head and to just let that clobber you. So I want to use my experience to help other people.